We are back with another episode of Minecraft Hardcore, and as you can see, I have been very busy in between episodes. We made some progress on our hole. We have a moss farm, and the moss farm was necessary for this. We now have a floor, which is fantastic. We've got this whole kind of half donut shape here, which is really cool looking. I don't know how else to describe it. And I decided to go with something a little bit more like the normal ground up on top. And this is fun just to fly around through. I'm not going to be able to do this for too long because I have a feeling I'm going to fill this with a super smelter like we talked about, but maybe also some farms. I don't know exactly. We'll see what we come up with, but we've got a lot of space in there, which is going to be fantastic. And what I really want to do is put in structures, like start building. Obviously, we've got our first structure over on the far side there that we got to start with for storage for the Guardian farm, and I think that's probably the thing to do today. I'm thinking we will finish that structure up completely and see if we can't get it looking all pretty and, well, not exactly pretty. I want this to feel somewhat industrial, so we're going with a lot of the deep slate tile blocks, and I think I want to do almost a steampunk vibe. Definitely get some lava and some water involved, right? We're like down under the ocean, but way deep in the ground, so lava makes sense, but water also because we're under the ocean. I want to play around with that. So we'll... I don't have any of the supplies I need to get started building. Alright, now we've got the supplies that we need to build here, and I am gonna just kind of build up something to match this and make it, you know, kind of match both sides so it's somewhat symmetrical. I definitely hear a friend over there. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so we're gonna build this up a bit and see if we can't get something that looks cool. So one of the things I really like about the acacia trapdoors and the what is it, the crimson trapdoors, is because they have these like straight lines and openings, you can give a sense of like direction or like almost the flow, like as if it was a pipe flowing. So my idea here is I want this to feel like it's like pumping lava or pumping water, or like that there's these pipes that are pumping their way. Oh, okay, that's not gonna work. Pumping stuff up into this main area up top, and then we'll see the effects of that. So obviously all of this is facade. This is all just something to make it look cool, but I am thinking that if I make some kind of pipe looking things, then that'll give us a little bit more to work with. Oh, for Pete's sake, these are all top, aren't they? Okay, there's got to be a better way to do this. Let's see. So I need to break these. Right. Well, I'm gonna keep at this for a little bit, and then I'll check back with you guys. All right. So we've got a basic frame here that I kind of laid out for how I wanted this to work. I want some doors back there so we can access. That could be an AFK area potentially, but also I just need to be able to access for reloading the shulkers and all that. So this will be good. I really like the copper when you can't see it super well, because it almost looks like lava or lights or something. You know, if you just get glimpses of it, it's a cool addition to the build. I mean, the copper just works well with kind of the steampunky vibe anyways. I'm using a lot of sea lanterns in this, and they'll be visible inside. Like when you go inside the build, there'll be sea lanterns, but I think, at least for this particular build, I don't want them visible from the outside. I think I'll probably use shroom lights just because they are closer to the color of lava, which makes sense since they're, you know, another block. And so if I can get some shroom lights to light this up from the outside, I think that'll give more of a sense of like, oh, there's lava flowing through this, or, you know, something like that. I gotta play around with it a little bit more, but yeah, definitely think I'm gonna avoid sea lanterns on the outside of this build. I think they could be cool in certain builds. Like, I'm planning to do an iron farm later, and that could be a cool way to like differentiate that one from some of the other builds, using some iron and some sea lanterns for illumination. So maybe I'll play around with them a little bit later. Feels like I should use a fair number of them since I'm gonna have the resources from the Guardian farm. You know, it certainly will be easy to build plenty of sea lanterns. One of the things I've found is really helpful in building is using stairs like this so that you get a little bit of an indent in the wall. It just makes them look a little bit more interesting. Instead of it being like a static, you know, straight wall, by adding a little indent, you can do something that looks kind of fancy. And so you just kind of make your way around and do a bottom stair and a top stair, and then you get this cool little kind of what looks like a one block indent, which, you know, isn't possible aside from with stairs. So here's an example of some of the copper with the directional blocks. It just like, they create such interesting layouts. I like how that looks. So yeah, oh, look at my gold boots on. I don't need those on. We're not in the nether. So yeah, it looks like there's little windows, or, you know, kind of, I don't know, something that is lit up maybe. And so I'm going to use more of these shroom lights, I think, than originally I was planning on, because I do like the way that they glow through the trapdoors, and it looks more like there's lava flowing, whereas the copper, like, looks cool, but I don't know, it doesn't quite give me the vibe I was looking for, and I think that the shroom lights will help kind of accomplish that lava flow vibe. Yeah, see, I like the shroom lights a lot better there, and then it'll feel like the lava's kind of flowing through the pipes here. There we go. And take these ones out. There's clearly drowned chilling in this pipe, which is kind of comical. Yeah, I think that's getting more. No, I'm knocking all of my moss carpets off of my lights here. It's alright, we'll fix it later. So one of the things I want to do here is have lava like pouring off, and we'll need to build something for it to land in. But the campfires can have smoke coming up through the lava, because the lava can go over the top of the campfires. So that's going to be super cool. Alright, so we're going to go down here a little ways, and I'm just going to build my way down so that we can build a little pool down here. And the lava will kind of collect in this just random floating pool. I don't have a great idea of how it's going to be suspended, which might look a little odd. So if you have any ideas, well, we'll see once you see the finished product here. I'm not sure how to make it look interesting in terms of like just a random floating bowl of lava. Maybe it's going to look weird. I don't know, maybe it'll look cool. I guess we'll have to give it a try and see how it comes out. Alright, so down here is my bowl o' lava, soon to be bowl o' lava. And since I'm going to be working in lava, yeah, we're going to go with fire resistance. Hopefully I don't burn myself alive. Alright, so I've got some netherrack. So there's going to be some spots where there's fire poking up out of the lava. So I've just picked a few random spots. So there's campfires underneath, so the lava will be smoking. And then there's going to be fire. And with netherrack, the fire will just, you know, it won't go out. Netherrack burns forever. So, yeah, that's that. Now, unfortunately, unlike water, lava doesn't flow together, so every single one of these blocks has to be individually bucketed with lava. But that's okay. We'll just make our way through, and you can kind of look at the way that lava's flowing to figure out if you've missed any. Man, it's really slow going. All right, so let's hop up here, and this should be pretty quick. All right, so time to fill up this bowl with lava. Pretty exciting. All right, so we got just about all of this area done. Now I'm just wandering around looking for flowing lava. And so if you see it flowing from like all 4 directions, and then the center will sometimes be not flowing. So there's just a few left here that the lava is flowing into. And maybe just one more there. Can I reach it? Damn. Okay, there we go. No more flowing lava. Alright, so my little lava pool is now done. Put my buckets in here. And we'll go ahead and... Alright, hopefully my shulkers don't fall in the lava. 1, 2... Fantastic. Okay. So our lava pool is done. Now I need to create my lava fall. So from up here, we want the lava to be pouring out of this thing as if it's like processing something or, you know, that kind of thing, and then pouring down into that pool of lava. Oh, I'm excited. This is going to be great. All right, so I'm going to put a couple of cobblestone here just temporarily because I want the lava to flow out like further than the edge of the thing. And so grab some lava buckets. So many lava buckets. Right, we're gonna put lava in all these areas. And I'm pretty confident that it's gonna just flow over the top of the... Yeah, it seems like it's just flowing over the top of the campfire, no problem. So that's perfect. And I gotta be really careful. I'm all out of... Well, I got plenty of fire resistance potions in the nether, but I just have not bothered to go grab another one. My bartering farm is overflowing with them. But I'm being lazy, which is probably a terrible, terrible idea in hardcore. I'm just gonna be very careful. I'm gonna keep crouching here so that I can't accidentally walk out into the lava. And hopefully we can make this happen without any terrible things happening, you know, burning alive and that kind of thing. Okay, so then that would be there and there. That would be the 2 cobblestone. Now I can break the 2 cobblestone. They're gonna burn up. And we have a lava fall. That's so cool. Alright, so let's fly off here and see what this looks like. Yes. Oh, yes. Alright. Oh, that looks amazing. Probably a terrible idea in hardcore, but you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. It looks so cool. Yes. I'm really stoked with that. Alright, so I am determined to finish this hole. This has been 2-3 years of a project. I don't want to dig anymore. And so we've got a little bit of time left in this episode. I think I'm going to jump into a time lapse, and we are finally going to finish this giant hole. Let's do it.